Hey everyone! Welcome to my next sketchbook tour. This week we had a couple choices that we could choose from to draw. We had this really awesome image, plus another one which both had fabric in it. I chose this one. I really love the picture. So I actually started with the picture. And I started with the rough outline, and then I kind of just sketched a basic outline of all the more obvious faint lines, just to kind of grasp where I was. And then I went in with the dark first. I saved the white for last, and let me tell you, the white was really more challenging than the dark was, but I think it came out really well. I'm really happy with the picture. I think it looks very realistic. I feel like the highlights that I added at the end really popped. So this week I kind of maybe broke the rules a little bit. I added a little bit of white pastel to get these really beautiful highlights. And it really makes it look like there is something being reflected there. So I'm really happy with it. Hopefully I won't miss points because of that. The dark spaces, I know Professor Jones was talking about like leaving in the things that kind of make sense, that kind of point to the central focus, that you're trying, like the place where you're trying to get your viewers to focus on, which is really just the picture. I didn't really change much with the shapes. I feel like the shapes that were already in the image themselves do a pretty good job of doing that. I maybe left some little bits of pieces out here that were just details in the fabric, wrinklies that I didn't love, or may have been just a little hard to kind of add in there, but I added as many wrinkles as I felt were necessary. I love the details in the fabric. The white highlight was here. I basically just left it all blank. I mean, so it's a highlight because there's nothing there. The only thing that is there is just like it's been dirtied a little bit from my hand being on the paper from drawing up here. For the dark spaces, especially like these blacks over here and here, I really use the 14B pencil. I had to buy, oh, that's the HB, I'm sorry. I had to buy another one because this is actually now my third one. My last two were like this big. And so this is my third one now. I also use the 10B for the dark but not as black spots here. I think I used a 6B or a 4B for this. I didn't go too dark. With these wider areas, really the HB was my best friend in this one. Really the unsung hero for especially this lighter color, because it really was the perfect amount of darkness just to add a little bit of shadow, but without making it look too much. It was really nice. And again, I did use the white pastel here to add in some extra white detail to the pot here, in addition to these little spots and all spots on the handle. I'm really happy with it. The only thing that really bothers me is like this little, I don't know if you can see this little wrinkle right here. It's an actual wrinkle. It's not, it's like in the paper from me going over it so many times with the white charcoal, trying to get it to look really white. So it looks, I don't know, it has a weird look just because it's not flat right here. But I mean, other than that, I mean, once it's in like a frame or whatever, you won't even be able to notice it. So I guess it's fine. The edges curls up a little bit, so I actually used my flat iron very quickly and just went like this and flattened the corners just so that they don't curl up. And that was it. I will say that my favorite blending tool this whole process are these guys. And I have been consistently using them since the beginning of the class. They're amazing. These are my go-to blender tools, even more than like the Tortillions, which I love. These are awesome, guys, but you know what the problem is with these is, see if you can look right here really closely, these little lines that kind of come this way. That's from my blender tool, because like the edges were just a little too sharp and they caught and I didn't realize it. And it's not the first drawing that's happened to me, and it gets so frustrating because I'm like, oh, it looks great, and then I realize it has this weird texture because the blender tool made impressions in my paper that I can't get to go away. They're there forever. So these guys blend really, really nicely. They have this really soft blending because the thing that's on them is like memory foam kind of. I don't know if it's actually memory foam, but it's some sort of similar foam. It's really soft, and it blends all of this seamlessly. It looks really nice. I have got the comment that this looks like velvet or really soft fabric, so that's pretty cool. What else? I did use my sandpaper here to get the white and the dark areas. And I just used my finger and like dipped it in and went in for it. To get like the extra black. I try to use the fixative to make the dark black look even darker, just because in the image it is black, you know, like it is so black that when you zoom out, the black edges of my phone blend in with the black in the image. So I was just trying to get it to really that dark black, but I couldn't quite get it there even with the fixative. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm happy with it, and I hope you guys like it as well. Thanks for watching.